Hello everyone, thank you for checking out today's video. Welcome to my channel, Jersey Shore Pondscapes Videos. My name is Chris. We do all kinds of videos here, helpful videos hopefully, giving you a bunch of information all about koi ponds, water gardens, aquatic plants, pond filtration, fish, the whole bit, construction, design, maintenance, troubleshooting, even some product reviews, a whole bunch of stuff here. I also have a website called pondscapesandmore.com where we look at all kinds of pictures and videos as well as different products and even some hummingbird and wild bird stuff. So very cool stuff. If you like to check that out, I certainly would appreciate it. Yeah, so today's video is going to be something kind of short and simple, but I think helpful. Especially if you're newer to the hobby, you know, there's a lot of different types of nets that we can buy for our ponds. Now, not netting to cover the ponds, that kind of stuff I have another video about that you see over here, and that talks about all the different types of netting that we can use to cover the ponds, to protect the ponds, keep leaves out in the fall, keep predators out, that kind of stuff. These are nets that are used to catch fish and also help clean your pond, right? Skim leaves out and debris and all that. So we have a lot of different choices. So I kind of want to tell you about what I use, why I use them, and show you the different options that you have. All right. So first and foremost, let me show you right off the bat what not to buy, okay? And that is a little pool skimmer net like this, all right? For a pool, it's fine, right? Very simple, just to skim up a couple little bugs or a couple little leaves that are in your pond. Your pool. Very simple. For a pond, I think it's a total waste of money. One, you can't collect very much with it. A pond is a much more dirty environment than a pool is, right? So potentially, you know, we have a lot more things that we need to clean up. And these little nets get clogged up, they get dirty, they can only hold so much. You know, they're not good at scooping a bunch of stuff out. Get rid of it, okay? Don't even think about them. Total waste of time for me. What I use 90% of the time when I go to somebody's house and I'm doing maintenance and cleaning the pond, even if I have to catch some smaller fish, okay, is a pool net, but this is a leaf net, okay? These are really great. Now, you can put these on a long telescoping handle, you know, various lengths. Oops, sorry. Various lengths of handle. Whatever you need and find appropriate for your needs. But these things are dynamite, okay? So they're not cheap. A net like this can be $40 to $50 just, you know, for the net piece here itself. But well worth it. These things can last a long time. So what I like about these is not only the construction is really nice and strong, it holds a lot of debris. So especially in the fall when we got to clean leaves out of the pond and we're scooping up all these leaves, this can collect a lot and save you a lot of time. That other little flat thing I showed you before, you know, you get 4 or 5 leaves on it, you're done. This thing you can take scoops, okay? It has a very nice strong netting to it. So it's really durable, it will last a long time. And the netting is pretty fine. So if you have smaller debris, find small little, you know, pieces of leaves or seeds or whatever falls into your pond that you need to clean, this will work great. Some nets, like this one, okay, have bigger holes, and some of the smaller debris and things will get through it. So having, you know, this guy right here is awesome, right? Really great to have. But again, the ability to scoop stuff out, pick up a lot of garbage, you know, really just go through the whole surface of the pond and just keep scooping and sweeping everything up is really nice. Now I've also used this to catch fish. Okay, smaller fish, obviously, right? We're not putting, big koi in here. But some smaller fish, absolutely, it's nice and soft, and it works really well. So a great all-around choice. So when I tell my clients to go out and buy a net, this is what I tell them to get: a pool leaf net. Okay? All right. From there, let's go back to this guy here. So this is a net, very common. All right, this is a really popular kind of style, kind of net. It does have a little telescoping handle here as well, so it gives you a little extra reach. But the thing with these, again, the holes are a little bit larger, so small debris, it's not great for collecting that. This is more of a net for fish, for collecting some small fish. But it can be used to scoop leaves out and stuff as well. All right, just my choice is this pool leaf net. But definitely more of a fish-orientated net. Again, not massive koi, right? It's not going to fit in here, but your average fish, kind of an all-around net. This would be a second choice for me. All right, not bad. Definitely, a decent little net. Again, the length of the telescoping pole depends on your needs. For me, with these pool nets, I can get a long, pole here that extends 10, 12 feet or more with no problem, So definitely is a nice little advantage to have a long pole. Actually, this one probably is like a 14, 15 foot pole. Okay. From there, I want to show you this guy. So this is a round koi net, all right? Now, this did have a handle that it came with that I took off. Actually, it probably broke. I just want to play with this here. I got it a little stuck. But I have had this thing forever, and this is a great net for scooping out fish. Now, like I said, this did have a handle on it. Sometimes they do have like a 4 or 5 foot handle on these. I don't recommend the handle, simply because if you have larger fish, and you're using a handle on this, and you reach down and you can kind of trap the fish in the pond with it, but when it comes to lifting that fish up, the handles can be kind of weak. It's just, I don't like to have a big fish in here and have it out on a handle. I like to hold it like this and have my fish in here because he will be flopping around, flapping around, right? So this allows me to hold it nice and securely. I can kind of move it if he's flipping, flopping all over. But this is a great net, for fish. Now, you don't want to use this for leaves and stuff like this in the bottom of your pond, because being round, when you go down the bottom, it's kind of hard to scoop things. Things are going to get past the sides. It's basically a net for larger koi, for larger fish. All right. Very easy to use. When I catch fish, a lot of times, if I need to drain and clean a pond, I drain all the water down. That's like my secret. I don't try to catch the fish when the pond is full of water. It's very stressful for the fish. You're just going to be chasing them all over the pond and trying to catch them, and it's really difficult. Drain the water down. Once you have, 8, 10 inches of water in the pond, you can go right in there and just scoop them right up, right? Take them out of the pond and put them in your holding tank or whatever you're doing with them. But this is a great net for that. All right. All right. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is a kind of a specialty net. This is called a sock net. All right. This is the ultimate and safest way to handle large, expensive koi. All right. It's basically a big opening here on top with a long nylon sleeve with netting on the bottom. So what we want to do here is get our fish, again, in shallower water. It's really easy, right? You can kind of guide the fish right into this sock. Once he's in there, all right, we can grab the other end, we can lift the end up, and all the water inside the sleeve will come out through this netting on this side. All right, we can grab this netting. We can even spin this if we need to seal it. But we have the fish inside here. We can then pick the fish up and, you know, take them out and put them wherever we need to go. It's a very easy way to get the fish, you know, move them. Once he's in there, if the fish swims, you want him to swim head on, right, into the bag. Once he's in the bag, when we need to release him, all we're going to do is release this end and pull it off, and he'll come right out the other end. So very easy, very good way to keep them safe and protected. You know, these big round nets are great, but man, that fish is going to be jumping and flopping all around. You got a big fish in here, 24 inches or something, that's, you know, flopping around and it's heavy. You know, it's a little rough. You get them in here, it's really easy to just let the water out, lift him up, you know, you can kind of lock this end in and carry him where you need to and let him out the other end and just pull the sleeve off. Another useful tool to use with this, if you have large expensive koi, is to get, you know, what I call a like a pan, like a little show pan kind of thing. So they're like large, round, shallow buckets almost, okay? That we can put some water in. We can float it in the pond, next to the pond. We can catch the fish here in our sock net, put them in that pan, release them in that pan, and then, you know, bring the pan out. Or we can observe our fish. We can look at the fish if we're looking to treat it, if we're looking, you know, to inspect it, if it has parasites or sores or something. We can see it clearly in that blue pan of water. Just an easier way to pick up the fish, remove the fish, observe the fish, move them, whatever we need to do. All right. So yeah, these sock nets, these can get quite expensive. So I mean, this is not something that, you know, a typical, you know, pond owner is going to want to buy. But if you do have big expensive koi that you handle, you need to transport, you take them to shows, this is a great piece to have. All right. So I just wanted to give you a good little rundown here on a couple different types of nets that you can use to clean your pond. I mean, obviously this sock net is not something you're cleaning leaves out of your pond with, all right? But, you know, this pool net, I can't say enough about it. I've been in the business now for a long time, well over 25 years, and these things are a staple for me. So definitely get a nice strong one here. Helps really keep the pond clean. You can catch some small fish with it. Really versatile net. And then, yeah, I mean, there's so many options for nets that, you know, we can look at, but this is really a good sample of different types and what's available. All right, so just a short, quick video here today, but I hope a helpful video that gave you some good information and kind of guided you as to what to buy. Now, if you own a pond, you should own a net, okay? You should own a test kit. You should own a dechlorinator if you have city water, all right? So anyone who owns a pond, those are three things that are necessities that you should have without a doubt. Sometimes it really just blows my mind. I go to somebody's house, they call me for something, and I go there, and they don't have a net to keep the pond clean. We got to clean it, right? We got to scoop debris out. You got to clean leaves out of the pond. You got to keep it, you know, maintain it a little bit. It's not hard, right? So own a net, own a test kit, and own some dechlorinator. You should always have these things around if you own a pond, all right? So thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I hope it helped you out. Please hit that like button, a little thumbs up there, and subscribe to the channel. I've got a ton of videos here on this channel that I hope can really help you out. and answer some questions for you and kind of guide you. Whether you're looking to build a new pond from scratch and you don't know anything about it, or you've had a pond for years and you just want to see something different or learn a little something more, or hopefully I have something here that can help you out. So again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you back soon again in another video. So take care, have a great day. Bye.